I had a vision and I want to know, can you see it too? I decided to do a little sketch and plan my card. It's not a very complicated sketch, but the card's a lot of fun. I wanted to make a galaxy background. I've been making some Northern Lights backgrounds recently, and that reminded me of this style of background, which is different to the ones I've been doing because it's a totally different technique, but it still gives you a really fun and very easy background that comes together in just a matter of minutes. This is a star, it becomes a starry sky very quickly, and it's seriously fun. So I just chose 3 different bright colours. Now I'm using 80-pound Nina cardstock here. This isn't anything fancy. I have made this style of background before, and I've used Bristol smooth cardstock. I've also used distress inks. You could also use oxide inks, but I'm just going for the basic dye inks today. You can do this technique with what you have in your stash. Now I chose 3 different colours and very messily covering this whole A2 panel of cardstock. You can choose whatever colours you like because most of these colours are going to be covered up to create the background. These are what I'm going to highlight through and give you that slight variation. It's a lot of fun. I'm also making sure to use quite a bit of ink here, and you'll see why. I'll tell you why in a moment. When I was creating the Northern Lights background, I didn't do this technique. It was quite different. I think I kind of forgot this one, to be honest. Now, you don't need to cross over colours. You don't need to make sure that it's perfectly blended. You can use whatever blending tool you have. I chose the smaller ink blending tool here, the mini, because I know that I get more intense coverage with the inks, and I can cover smaller areas if I want. I did the same thing. Now, this is what really gives it that night sky. Now, this is a very, 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 very dark grey colour. And I have used inks like, the black soot. So if you've got a black dye ink, you can certainly use that. Even a pigment ink would work here as well. And I did decide to stick with the smaller ink blending brush, which did probably take a couple of extra minutes, but it didn't take very long at all. The other option, I could have gone to the bigger brush, and most of this you'll see by the time I finish colouring this panel, most of it's covered anyway. I'm only having little tiny highlights of that background colour showing through. And you can choose whatever colours you want. You could do multiple colours in the background if you prefer. And here's the reason why I wanted a lot of ink coverage. It's because I wanted to do some splatter with some water. This is just some water out of a spray bottle that I sprayed into my hands and then flicked onto the panel. And then I'm using some cleanish paper towel to just tap off the water, and it just draws away a little bit of that ink as well. It will dry without that too. And you probably don't want to add too much water unless you use a watercolor cardstock. And I wanted more stars, so I came in with a white ink spray, but you could also use gouache paint or even a white ink pad to add your splatters if you don't have a spray. And I added a ton of stars. And I decided to make this into a holiday card, and I've got this really fun layering stencil. It's a Santa head, but it does have a coordinating die. Now I decided to die cut the die first and then line up the stencils to colour him in. It's very easy to use. I think there's only a total of 4 layers. It comes together really quickly. Now I know that a galaxy background isn't where you would normally see a Santa, but I was inspired by the Northern Lights backgrounds that I'd been creating for the Card Makers Success Summit, and they were for holiday cards as well. So I thought I'd just try and stretch the idea a little bit more. And plus I need to start making some cards for my holiday stash. And it's great to like stretch a technique and just try something a little bit different. And I will have a full list of supplies and all the colours that I've used to make today's card at my blog, which will be linked in the description below. And don't forget to pop over and say good day and see some close-up photos of the finished card. I'd love to know if you have ever made a galaxy background before or tried making even like a Northern Lights background. They're not just for Christmas cards. They can be used for so many different occasions. I really like them for masculine designs as well. And I will link in the description below another card where I made a galaxy background from many years ago, if you're interested in checking that out. I added the panel to the front of an A2 card. I didn't want to put the whole Santa head on the card itself because he's quite large and I would have lost all of my background. So I angled him and popped him up, and that's when I realized I'd forgotten his cheeks. So I did quickly stencil those in before I finished the rest of the design. And I did pop up a speech bubble sentiment because I think Santa looks pretty jolly on his galaxy background. Let me know in the comments below if you think that this is a fun idea. If you're going to try and make a galaxy background, I'd love to see what you create. And I've got 2 more videos here for you to enjoy, and I look forward to seeing you there. If you liked today's video, please click on the thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't already. What are you waiting for? It's totally free. Until next time, happy paper crafting. Bye.